A very good morning. This presentation is brought to you by Resonate International with a mission to leverage knowledge worldwide. The topic being covered is China's expanding influence in South America, a strategic maneuver in America's backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, South America, home to 12 nations, over 430 million people, and a wealth of natural resources, has historically been a key arena for global power dynamics, encompassing nearly 12% of the world's landmass. It boasts some of the planet's richest reserves of lithium, copper, and oil, alongside vast agricultural potential. These resources, combined with its strategic location, bridging the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans, have made the continent indispensable to global trade and geopolitics. Yet, despite its significance, South America has often been overlooked in global narratives until now. The resurgence of Chinese influence in this region is reshaping the geopolitical chessboard, challenging the United States' historical dominance under the Monroe Doctrine and signaling a shift in the balance of power. Let us look at the Monroe Doctrine and its evolving relevance. Introduced in 1823, the Monroe Doctrine positioned the Americas as a US-led sphere of influence, warning European powers against intervention. This doctrine provided a rationale for US economic, military, and political dominance in South America, ensuring the region's alignment with American interests maintained. However, with China now emerging as a key player, the doctrine faces its greatest challenge. As Beijing's economic and strategic initiatives gain traction, the US is confronted with a new rival eroding its long-standing hegemony. Let us also look at the historical context and the decline of the US dominance in this area. The United States remains a significant partner in South America, yet its influence has steadily declined. In 2022, the US-South America trade reached $300 billion, substantial but dwarfed by China's $500 billion. American foreign direct investment, while historically dominant, has been outpaced by Chinese inflows, which exceeded $130 billion over the last decade. Aid, once a cornerstone of US influence, has seen a 30% reduction, signaling strategic disengagement. This vacuum has enabled China's Belt and Road Initiative to flourish, offering infrastructure development and economic partnerships without the political conditions tied to US or multilateral aid. Let us look at China's strategic engagements by important countries in South America. Brazil. China's trade with Brazil, surpassing $150 billion in 2023, highlights its appetite for commodities like soybeans and iron ore. Huawei's leadership in Brazil's 5G rollout exemplifies China's strategic tech penetration. Argentina. The Neuquén space station, built with Chinese funding, underscores Beijing's military and surveillance capabilities in this region. Peru. The $3.6 billion Chancay megaport, inaugurated by President Xi Jinping in 2023, cements China's foothold in Pacific trade routes, complementing its dominance in Peru's copper sector. Chile, with 57% of the nation's lithium under Chinese control, Chile epitomizes Beijing's focus on critical minerals. Venezuela. Chinese oil-backed loans totaling $60 billion ensure a reliable energy source while reinforcing Beijing's influence in a resource-rich but politically volatile nation. Ecuador and Colombia. Historically US aligned, these nations are seeing rising Chinese investments in energy, transportation, and technology, diversifying their partnerships. There are military and strategic maneuvers also by China in this area. China's actions present economics signaling deeper strategic ambitions. First, dual-use infrastructure. Facilities like the Neuquén space station and Chinese-financed ports can serve both civilian and military purposes, raising US concerns over surveillance and maritime dominance. Second, defense diplomacy. Beijing's arms sales to South America, including advanced drones and naval technology, are fostering new military dependencies. Third, maritime strategy. Increased Chinese naval visits to regional ports hint at long-term plans for projecting power in the Americas. There are strategic implications for the US. China's rise in South America undermines the foundation of the Monroe Doctrine with profound implications. Economic. China's dominance in trade and investment diminishes US leverage, weakening its economic influence. Political. Beijing's no strings attached approach resonates with nations wary of US conditions tied to governance. Military. Dual-use facilities and arms sales position China as a latent security threat in America's backyard. Looking at all above, what is the way forward for the US? Let's look at it. To counter Beijing's advances, the US must adopt a comprehensive strategy. First is economic renewal. Expanded trade agreements and investment tailored to South America's evolving needs, particularly in critical sectors like green energy and technology. Second, strengthen defense ties, deepen military cooperation with allies like Brazil and Colombia to counterbalance China's growing influence. Third, compete with Belt and Road Initiative of China. Leverage US agencies like the International Development Finance Corporation to offer competitive financing for infrastructure projects. And fourth, rebuild soft power. Invest in cultural diplomacy, education, and public health initiatives to restore trust and long-term influence. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, South America is no longer merely America's backyard. It is a contested space where global power dynamics are being redefined. China's strategic maneuvers challenge not just the Monroe Doctrine, but the very fabric of US influence in this region. For Washington, the stakes couldn't be higher. Adapt and engage, or risk ceding ground in a region critical to its economic, military, and strategic interests. In this high stakes contest, South America holds the key to shaping the balance of power in the 21st century, underscoring the urgency for the US to recalibrate its strategy and reaffirm its commitment to the hemisphere. Good luck, best wishes, and thank you very much.